Welcome back. Today, we're diving into something that most people run from. Something that destroys relationships, breaks families, wrecks careers, and eats away at your soul if you let it. Anger. But what if I told you anger isn't always the enemy? What if I told you that, in the hands of the wise, anger can be shaped into a powerful teacher, a reminder, a signal that you are alive, that your soul demands justice, growth, and resilience? The Stoics, those ancient warriors of the mind, knew this better than anyone. They didn't tell us to suppress anger or to pretend it doesn't exist. No, they taught us to master it, to stand face to face with it and ask, "What are you here to teach me?" That's what this video is about, warriors. 8 Stoic rules to master anger before it masters you. And let me tell you, if you take these seriously, you won't just control your anger, you'll transform it into strength, clarity, and freedom. So let's get into it. The first Stoic rule is simple but not easy. Separate events from your judgment. This, warriors, is a truth most people never realize. Nothing in life has power to upset you, except your own mind's interpretation of it. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, said it clearly. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Think about that. When someone insults you, what hurts more? Their words or the meaning you attach to them? If a child yelled the same insult, you'd probably laugh. But when it comes from a peer, suddenly your blood boils. Why? Because of your judgment. The Stoics understood this. An event is neutral until your mind labels it offensive or unfair. Imagine if every time someone tried to provoke you, you stopped and said, "This is just data, my mind gives it meaning." That pause, that breath is your shield. It's not weakness, it's mastery. Modern psychology backs this up. Cognitive behavioral therapy, one of the most effective treatments for emotional control, is based on this exact Stoic principle. It's not events that disturb us, but our thoughts about them. Warriors, practice this daily. The next time someone cuts you off in traffic before reacting, say to yourself, "That's an event. My mind decides if it ruins my peace." This is how you reclaim control. The second Stoic rule is, expect people to be flawed. Anger often comes from unrealistic expectations. We think people should treat us fairly, should be respectful, should know better. But Marcus Aurelius started his mornings with a ritual. He reminded himself that he would meet meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly people. Why? Not because he was cynical, but because he was realistic. If you expect humans to always act with wisdom, you will always be angry. But if you expect flaws, you won't be shocked. You'll be prepared. Warriors, this is psychological armor. Imagine walking into a storm expecting sunshine. You'd be furious at the rain. But if you expected the storm, you'd bring a coat. The same applies here. People lie. People betray. People act out of ignorance, fear, and ego. When you accept this, anger loses its sting. You don't excuse bad behavior, but you stop being surprised by it. And here's the twist. Once you expect imperfection, you're free to focus on your own response, the one thing you truly control. This is why Epictetus said, "When someone irritates you, realize it is your own judgment that has provoked you." Expecting flaws means you're no longer caught off guard. You meet anger not with shock, but with strategy. The third Stoic rule is humbling. Remember your own mistakes. We are quick to unleash fury at others, but slow to remember how often we've fallen short. Seneca, the great Stoic, said, "Why do we complain about others? We ourselves are worse." Think about it. How many times have you broken a promise, spoken harshly, or let someone down? And yet when others do the same, we act as if it's unforgivable. Warriors, remembering your own flaws isn't weakness, it's perspective. It softens your anger with empathy. Next time someone betrays you, pause and ask, have I ever done something similar? Have I ever hurt someone? Out of fear, pride, or ignorance? Chances are the answer is yes, and in that moment, your anger shifts. Instead of blind rage, you feel understanding. You may still hold them accountable, but you won't poison yourself with hatred. This is not about excusing bad behavior. It's about freeing yourself from hypocrisy. And let me tell you, warriors, when you remember your own mistakes, you walk lighter. You carry less bitterness. You rise above. Now, warriors, the fourth Stoic rule cuts deep. Focus only on what you control. Epictetus, once a slave who rose to become a great philosopher, built his entire system around this. He said, "Some things are up to us and some are not." And anger almost always comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. You can't control traffic, the weather, or other people's choices. You can only control your thoughts, your actions, your attitude. So why waste energy raging at what you cannot change? That's like cursing the wind instead of adjusting your sails. Think about how much peace you would gain if you stopped pouring energy into things beyond your reach. Warriors, every time you feel anger, ask yourself, is this within my control? If yes, act. If no, let it go. That's not passivity, that's power. That's discipline. The fifth Stoic rule is powerful. Don't let anger steal your time. Time, warriors, is the most precious resource you have. You can lose money and make it back. You can lose strength and rebuild it. But time? Once it's gone, it never returns. And anger is one of the biggest thieves of time. How many hours, days, even years have people wasted replaying insults, holding grudges, planning revenge? Seneca warned, anger, if not restrained, is frequently more destructive than the injury that provokes it. Think about that. Your anger often causes more harm than the original wound. Imagine someone insults you for 10 seconds, but you replay it in your head for 10 years. Who really caused the damage? Not them, you. Warriors, protecting your time means refusing to hand over your peace for free. Ask yourself, is this worth my time? Is this worth a day of my life? 99% of the time, the answer is no. Train your mind to walk away, not because you're weak, but because your time is too valuable to waste on trivialities. The sixth Stoic rule is sobering. Anger hurts you more than it hurts them. We think anger punishes others, but in reality, it poisons us. Seneca said it clearly. Anger, if not restrained, is more hurtful to the one in whom it is stored than to the one on whom it is poured. Modern science agrees. Anger raises your blood pressure, damages your heart, weakens your immune system, and clouds your judgment. Warriors, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and hoping your enemy dies. The person you're furious at might be sleeping peacefully while you're up all night burning inside. Who loses? You do. That's why Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Calmness is your shield. Choosing peace isn't weakness. It's the ultimate victory." The seventh rule is about mastering your inner dialogue. Anger often comes not from reality, but from the story you tell yourself about reality. If someone ignores your message, you might think, they disrespected me, and rage builds. But what if the truth is they were busy, distracted, or struggling? Change the story, and the anger dissolves. Marcus Aurelius constantly rewrote the story in his head, reminding himself, it is not things that upset us, but our judgments about them. Warriors, control the voice in your head, and you control your life. Finally, the eighth Stoic rule. Calmness is strength. Anyone can shout. Anyone can throw a punch. But it takes true power to remain steady when the world is pushing you to explode. Calmness is not passivity, it's precision. It's the ability to act without wasting energy. Seneca said, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." That pause, that deep breath, is your weapon. Calmness earns you respect. It protects your dignity. It allows you to see clearly, to strike effectively if needed, or to walk away without scars. Warriors, remember this. They may wrong you once, but if you hold on to anger, you wrong yourself twice. So here's the call to action. Live by these Stoic rules. Separate events from judgments. Expect flaws. Remember your own mistakes. Focus on what you control. Guard your time. Don't poison yourself with anger. Master your inner dialogue. And above all, embody calmness. This is how you transform anger from a chain into a weapon, from a curse into wisdom. This is the warrior's path. The storm will rage, but you, warrior, will stand unshaken.